Now that we've mastered all the essential smart money concepts, let's see how we could implement this into our trading strategy. So, the first step in our trading strategy is we need to identify a trend. Now, let's look at this chart here. We can see that price goes up, makes a pullback, but managed to remain above the previous lows. Next, it went up, creating a break of structure and forming higher highs. And after that, price went down, remains above the previous lows, comes back up, and made another break of structure and forming higher highs. So now we have higher highs and higher lows, which is a characteristic of an uptrend. Now, once we found the trend, the next step is deciding when to enter a trade. So, for our entry strategy, we first need to analyze the chart itself. We can begin by drawing important key levels that exist in the chart. And in this case, we can immediately see that there are a couple of supply and demand areas that we can draw. First, we can see a couple of demand levels right here, here, and here, as we can see price heading upwards after hitting those levels, indicating strong demand. Next, we can also spot a couple of important supply levels. We have one right here and here. Now, once we've identified all the key supply and demand levels at this price range, we can finally search for an entry signal. But first, because the market structure indicates an uptrend, it means that we're strictly taking buy positions only. So, we know that at these zones that we drew, high liquidity is present, meaning that there's a chance that price may retest those levels again in the future. So let's see what happens to the price. Alright, so we can see that the price made a pullback and entered a demand zone right here. So now, we're looking to see if the price retests this level. And to do that, we need to wait for extra confirmation. And in this case, we can actually spot a bullish engulfing pattern, which is a candlestick pattern where a red candle appears, followed by a larger green candle that engulfs the previous candle. This confirms us that there is bullish momentum happening as price touches the demand level. So, let's recap what we have currently. First, we have an uptrend as shown by the market structure, which means that we're only looking for a buy entry. Second, we've identified multiple supply and demand zones. And third, we have a bullish engulfing pattern that formed as price hits our latest demand zone. And so I'm confident in taking a buy position right here. Now, I'm gonna let the trades run. And as you can see, this setup gave us a nice win.